people didn't think Newburgh had much of a shot. I mean, Mount Vernon was ranked highly in the state. I go back a long time in terms of when I played in high school, and Mount Vernon was good then. It's a community that's much like Newburgh, you know. It's an inner city where basketball is the sport to play.
I guess this is my second full year of covering Newburgh, and you know, being new to the paper, I just kind of gravitated to them and the talent. And I live in the city, so I see a lot of the kids.
2 years ago, these same two teams met in the state quarterfinals at SUNY New Paltz, and it looked like that was going to be Newburgh's night that night, where they dominated right from the start. They took a 14-point lead midway through the third quarter. Mount Vernon, to their credit, with all the athleticism and all the talent they had, they just kept chipping away at the lead, and finally took the lead with a couple minutes left and held on for a 2-point win. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was one of the worst losses for a Newburgh team to take. Newburgh came out firing right away. You know, they hit a 3-pointer and they took a 7-2 lead. And then Mount Vernon, went on a 7-0 run in like a minute flat. It was really quick, and they went on to take a 15-11 lead at the end of the first quarter.
The whole season I'd been shooting a lot with 2 and 3 cameras covering basketball, usually remoting one. I had a remote camera in the basket on the post or in the stanchion. The camera could peek out between this padding, and it gave you a straight ahead, almost as if you were standing under the basket view.
Newburgh really reestablished itself in the second quarter. They took a 33-29 lead at halftime, and their point guard, Marcus Henderson, who was just magnificent. Newburgh just put the ball in Henderson's hands. He just dribbled, and on several occasions dribbled around 3 and 4 players, and he wound up with a bunch of layups. Everybody was thinking that, wow, Newburgh can make a game of this. The fourth quarter had so many twists and turns and ebbs and flows. Mount Vernon on a couple occasions took a 5-point lead, and then they took that 6-point lead with a minute 22 left. And obviously, if Newburgh was going to make a game of this, they were going to have to score fast. But what do you know? They come down and they had 2 free throws with like a minute and 6 seconds left, down 6 points, and missed them both. And I said, gee, you just don't see upsets of this magnitude when a team's shooting 3 from 11 from the free throw line. But what do you know? They forced a turnover, they got it back, and then they scored 2 quick hoops. So Newburgh's Patrick Johnson made 2 free throws to tie the score at 68 with 33 seconds left. Mount Vernon took the ball out, setting up a final shot. They moved it around, and they got the ball to Jabari Hines out in the wing. He took a jumper. The ball kind of slipped right off the front rim and went into the hands of a fellow named Kadeem Denham, who grabbed the rebound, put it right back up, and scored. As the ball went through the hoop with 1.8 seconds left, because I looked on the clock as the ball went through the hoop, well, Newburgh called timeout immediately, and they put 0.2 of a second back on the clock. Well, Newburgh comes out of the timeout, and immediately, I want to know who's taking the ball out, and I see it's Michael McLeod. And he's looking and looking and looking, and I'm thinking to myself, he's not going to get called for a 5-second violation, is he? He was looking for Henderson, couldn't find him, and then he found Boughton. That's when Will Boughton caught the ball, wheeled and turned in one motion, and threw up a one-handed football-style shot.
For some reason, I just knew to key on Boughton where he was on that side of the court, and I had him clean.
The ball's in the air, and I'm sitting next to my colleague, Mira Wasif. I know we're both thinking the same thing. That ball looks like it's going right into the basket.
Looking up and seeing the ball out of the corner of my eye coming at us or coming at the basket, and I must have squeezed the trigger once. But I don't even remember that. I think that was just instinct.
Yeah, the scene was just unbelievable on the court. You know, people had tears flowing off their face. I mean, it was unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know, I've been blessed to see a lot in this business in 23 years of sports writing, but I couldn't believe what I had just seen.